everybody. This is Toy Holiday with Toy Holiday Real Estate Team, servicing Los Angeles and all the surrounding cities, including the Inland Empire, Riverside, Orange County, and San Bernardino. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are dedicated to catering the best possible experience for you and helping you realize your real estate goals. You can give us a call at 310-684-3811, or you can visit my website at www.toyholiday.com. So today I would like to introduce you to Tariq, TK. He is representing Kansas City today. And he is one of my partners with ADT, Safe Haven Security Systems. And so I'm bringing him on today because I would like him to share with you some of the importance of having home security in your home. Either you already own a home, or maybe you're leasing a home or an apartment or something like that. Either way, but you still have the opportunity to have security systems set up in your home. So like I said, TK is one of my partners with ADT Safe Haven. So TK, I want you to give us a little bit of background about your services and how ADT can help those who are viewing right now.
Of course, yeah. So really, it's just providing that added layer of protection. It's really a peace of mind that you really can't put a price on. I'd like to speak to a few statistics, stats that do exist that you can look up yourself. Burglars and burglaries in general. For example, there's 2.5 million burglaries in the United States. Okay, and 2/3 are home invasions. Every 15 seconds, a home burglary occurs in the United States. 4,800 burglaries per day. 27.6% of the home invasions occur when someone is present in the home. So, having that extra set of eyes and ears with ADT security through Safe Haven is a plus. Not to mention, ADT does have the fastest response time across the nation with 2 minutes. How many people have actually called 911 and been put on hold? That doesn't happen with us. You know what I mean? So you never want to be caught in that position. There's 455,000 home invasions with someone present in the home. And that's what's crazy because, homes without security systems are 3 times as likely to be broken into and burglarized. So I keep these types of things to, really paint a picture for the clients out there, and then you got to look at it this way too. Over 60% of assaults happen during home invasions. And the last thing you want to be is assaulted and not have that backup, added security to protect your peace of mind, your property, your investment. When people purchase a home and they do a 30-year commitment to a mortgage, you want to protect that investment. You don't buy a car and not get gap insurance. You buy a home and you secure the home. And then not only security, it provides much more. So you get homeowners insurance discounts, and there's a lot of benefits to just having that, and it's good for anyone who's a homeowner.
Yeah, those are some really frightening statistics, and especially when you mentioned that 60% of assaults occur in your home, and it's like you're assaulted in your home, and you have to live there, and you have to kind of like relive that experience all over again until you either get some therapy or get over it, or the person is caught or something like that. And it could be quite traumatic, Those are some frightening numbers.
It is.
Oh,
And then
wow.
on the other hand, there's testimony after testimony too of people out there who thank God had security and with ADT, and they were able to testify their peace of mind being protected because they had that added layer of protection. So, it's very important.
Oh boy. Okay. So you also mentioned that with having ADT services Safe Haven, that the response time is approximately 2 minutes, which is an exceptional response time. Now, how does that actually work? Maybe if I hope I'm not asking for,
No,
some
that's a good
confidential
question.
information, like,
That's a good
we don't
question.
want burglars to know, right?
Yeah, so ADT owns 80% of the security market here in the United States.
Okay.
It's been around 150 years. Everybody knows that brand. Your first line of defense alone is the ADT logo. People see that, they think twice. They skip your home 9 times out of 10, or somebody that didn't do their homework. I will say this: we're the only security company that has 5 monitoring stations in the United States. No one else can say that, and we actually do hire, the best when it comes to the people that are responding to your calls and your alerts, that aren't getting, like, the self-monitoring systems, that you have to call the police and you get put on hold, or the security systems you've never heard of and you calling somebody and you get someone overseas. We don't have that.
Yeah.
So it's really, really awesome that you had that peace of mind. They're here and they're ready, which is why we have what you can look up, um, the 2-minute response time across the nation. So I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna paint a picture really quickly because I'm more of like a visual type learner.
Hmm.
So I've never had security in my home. I
Okay.
have a little friend that I keep very close to me, but I've never had like ADP or anything like that. So I won't go into detail about my friend named Betty, but
I'm assuming it's not a four-legged dog.
no, it's not a four-legged dog.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, a lot of Americans have Bettys. I'm a gun owner myself, but I've always said, if you're not home to pull the trigger, then who's protecting the home? Uh,
Exactly.
so,
Exactly.
and then you got family members who have people in the home who don't know where that is located for safety reasons. So
Mhm.
it's just having that extra added peace of mind and layer of protection, that people so often take for granted until it's too late. And then they wish they had listened, or, they wish they had taken advantage of the opportunities out here to protect that investment. And the last thing I want to see anyone do is become the victim of uh, a burglary, or any type of invasion and then seek out security. When you can be proactive, because that's what it's all about nowadays, is being proactive. In 2021, we always want to look at prevention. How do we prevent this from happening to me, to my family, to us? And so it's just taking that added layer of protection into consideration and being serious about it, because security is a serious matter.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a couple of questions for you. So,
Hmm.
in terms of how having a security system will actually work. Okay, so um, you are you're in your home. I mean, so when you're in your home, should you always have your security system turned on?
So what's cool about the system we provide at ADT Safe Haven is that is the newest security on the market, cellular monitoring data. So what's cool about that is wireless. You get the touchscreen keypad with the built-in camera with Bluetooth disarming. It knows when you're home and when you're not home based on your location.
Mm,
It arms and disarms itself based on the settings you put in place, and you can drive the entire home away from home through your app, like most systems, but you still have that true monitoring, not a self-monitoring, not a third-party monitoring. It's true monitoring. So, for example, to answer your question, when it comes to having ADT system, right? And you're in your home, our device is so smart that it, even if there is an invasion, it advises you to the safest place in the home while alerting the authorities.
mm,
And again, the authorities are en route to the home.
mm.
We call you, we call the police, and we get that response time. We stay true to it. Someone's on the way, as long as you've done everything that you were supposed to do, as far as making sure your system's activated, it stays on, and you have your settings set right. So
Mm,
we do have cases where there are false alarms, but when that
mhm.
occurs, you just simply verify your security word or passcode on the account, and we don't send the police at that point. If you can verify, you don't verify, they're going to be at the door within 2 minutes.
Okay, so how will the system know that the person coming into your home is an invader?
Well, if the system's active, and we cover all entries, any accessible way into the home is covered. You get a sensor siren that goes off, uh, so it alerts and it triggers the entire system and the authorities. So if at any point there is an intrusion while that system is active, it'll tell you. You'll know. You'll get the notification through the app,
Okay.
email, and the authorities.
Okay, so my next question is, what if you or one of the kids left the door open and the system is off? And everyone's, around the house in different places. You have one kid is in their room, the other kid is outside in the backyard, the husband's inside, or someone's inside the office, and then someone's in the kitchen cooking or whatever,
Hmm.
and then the door is left open.
So a
uh,
lot of situations like that,
so
the family. Go ahead.
yeah, so how will someone in the house get to a monitor or some type of system to like press a button? I think in the banks they call them panic buttons. So
Yep.
how is that set up when, when the door is just open, or some other type of scenario, someone's there, or even like in a domestic violence situation, or you have a family member or a friend, you're there having a party and somebody gets crazy or whatever, and just it's just an unexpected event. How will the the persons in the home be able to get to a system? Like, are they just placed throughout, on the wall,
Yeah.
or?
So, what's a good question? There's several answers that I'm gonna try to put it all in one.
Mhm.
A lot of families in that position that have that much going on, that could be that active in the home, have cameras. So those cameras pick up motion as well, whether your system's active or not, and you'll be notified. You'll be able to view that at all times, so that you are always in position to make the move if necessary. You got the drop on the burglar or the intruder. Another thing, let's say that intruder does get inside. Uh, they've done their homework. They know you have a security system. They're taking their chances. The first thing they're gonna do is have you disarm that. So what you would do is type in what we call a silent alarm, where you enter the code in front of them as if you're disarming it, because they don't know the difference, but really you are actually triggering it silently, and the authorities are on their way. So like if an intruder breaks into my house and I'm at gunpoint and I don't have Betty with me, and he says, disarm your alarm, I'm gonna go type in my silent alarm code. It'll disarm the alarm to him because nothing is triggered. The siren doesn't go off. I'll tell him it's disarmed. When in reality, what I've done is I've alerted the authorities to get here now.
Mm.
Does
So
that make
that's
sense?
kind of like the concept of um, someone's at the ATM and they're punching in their ATM code backwards, or I don't even know if that really works or not, but
I was gonna say I haven't heard of
I,
that one, but yeah, I'm sure it
yeah.
exists.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if it works, but I heard that you can go to the ATM machine if someone's, trying to rob you at the ATM, that you can punch in your code backwards, and then, but I don't know, that it doesn't even sound right. Don't believe everything you see on
Yeah, I was
Google.
gonna say that would be a first for me. I ain't heard that one.
Oh my, especially since you're the security expert. I mean, you would have more
Yeah.
knowledge about that information.
Uh, anytime I go to ATM, I'm not by myself. So
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Okay, so
yeah.
I was not expecting that answer from you, which it answered all of my questions together in one with regards to the motion of the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, those
Okay,
cameras are
so
pretty
you
cool.
got me
They
on that one. I was not expecting that answer. So, with regards to the cameras, like, in what type of air, well, maybe I'm asking these questions and this should not be answered like, in shit.
Well, I'll be honest with you. What we do is we take each client through a needs assessment. In that needs assessment, we are able to identify the needs of the client, whether that's a good fit for them. Because you
Hmm.
might want cameras, but that might not be a good fit here in this situation. because there are a lot of condominiums we sign up for service too, and they just need monitoring, or they just want a doorbell so they can see who's at the doorbell and speak through it because it comes with voice and video. And then some people just want the remoteless, the keyless entry. You know what I mean? Where they don't have to
Oh,
have a key. So I mean, each opportunity is tailored to the individual. So
okay.
my job as an employee here at Safe Haven with ADT is to make sure that I'm listening with the intent to understand and not the intent to reply. Too often people listen with the intent to reply, not to understand the needs. So I really, really, really hone in on just listening and really finding that need for the customer. And doing that so has made me very successful in regards to really providing peace of mind for everyone I'm able to help. So uh, that's the goal. And the more people I can help, of course, the better I feel, they feel. And from there, it just spreads like, wildfire. You start getting referrals, you start getting, you know, it just put it out in the universe, it comes back tenfold, and you just, you're right. Yeah, your heart is right. So it just
Wow.
comes back.
That's awesome. I'm so happy that you are here and that you're sharing this information with us. So, um, the other question I would like to ask is, can you tell us a little bit about different types of equipment that customers could have in their home that will, help keep them safe?
Yeah, so you got smart thermostats where you can control the temperature in the home from your devices. You have the carbon dioxide, you have the smoke detectors, motion detectors,
Hmm.
you got the door locks, garage openers, you have the key fob. Now, the key fob is really cool. I sell a lot of those to the senior citizens or the people who are living at home with their family members.
Hmm.
And then you have that elderly person who has a slip and fall. Well, ADT not only has 24/7 police fire, but it also has 24/7 medical. So if they hit that
Oh,
panic button, they can't get to the panel. They have a key fob. They just hit that button, and then that medical help is on the way. Uh, that's a really big benefit for people who are taking care of their elderly at home.
hmm.
Quite a few people take advantage of that. You also have the doorbell camera, the indoor cameras, the outdoor camera. Doorbell camera comes with motion detection as well. Has voice and video. Over 89 hours of content that it'll store, so you can, hold on to that content. You can speak to it personally. A lot of people see, during the holiday seasons, their packages being secure because they can see
Hmm.
that. Some people have the remote entry so they can literally open the garage away from home and tell the tech, hey, delivery man, please sit that in the garage, open it, watch him put it in the garage, and then close the
Whoa.
garage and watch him exit. Things like that. So it's just, having that complete control of the home too. So,
Wow, that's amazing. See, you shocked me again with the where you can actually open the garage for the UPS guy.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness. This is very valuable. So far you have a fob, which is the little remote entry, and then you also have the doorbell where it's video and voice,
Hmm.
and then you also have the remoteless entry for the garage, and you have cameras that you also offer as well.
Yep.
And
And then you got things like the carbon dioxide sensors, the smoke sensors, the glass break sensor.
now all that's connected to like the local emergency services like 911, EMT.
Yep. So it all comes with 24/7 police, fire, and medical protection.
Wow. Okay. And you were also telling me the other day about a special that you guys have going on or
Yeah.
something.
So we're always running weekly specials. So that comes and goes just with the time.
Mhm.
That's to be told once I'm in needs assessment with the client, and that I wouldn't speak to here openly
Right.
because it's tailored to each individual and it depends on which special we're having at that point in time.
Wow. This has really been excellent.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, and this has been a joy for me as well.
Yeah, this has been really, really excellent. So guys, I want you to give Tariq a call, because what he just shared with me, I was really surprised about the camera, the motion sensors and all that kind of stuff. But he has provided some very useful information that can help you, whether you are a new homeowner, you currently own a home, or if you're leasing, an apartment or a house or something like that. Home security is the most important thing. And you can't put a price on your life. You can't put a price on the life of a family member or anything like that. And it's like, what if you're in a situation, who's going to come to your aid? But if you have that extra sense of security with ADT monitoring systems, that can kind of fill the gap when you can't call 911. So guys, I want you to give Tariq a call. And Tariq, go ahead and provide the phone number that you would like people to contact you at. And then at the end of our interview here, our little video, then I'm going to actually add your contact number on there as well.
Okay. My number is 813-683-8860. Leave me a voicemail if I'm unable to answer, and I will return your call.
Wonderful, great. So this is Tariq, and again, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to you. And again, Tariq is one of my partners when I work with home buyers and sellers. This is something that can be offered to you, and the packages are tailored, by the customer's needs. So thank you again, Tariq. I really